sea. Moving away, can't you see? Sand in your feet, feel the breeze in the summertime. Stars in the sky, one dime for the first time. Moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? We'll drink honey by the ocean, it's our favorite potion. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love between you, never break apart. And we're moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. Get off your seat, clap your hands to the beat. Grab your champagne glass tonight. We toast to freedom in the Caribbean, yeah. In the Caribbean, yeah. Dan, dan, dance, smoke, smoke, smoke. Fire it up, let our lanterns paint the night sky red. Paint the night sky red, yeah, yeah. We'll drink honey by the ocean, it's our favorite potion. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love between you, never break apart. And we're moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time.
Yo! What's up, my peoples? Holy shit. Okay, like I said, I hate starting a stream like this because I always refer back to a previous stream and the way things have been. Who's that? Okay, so it says you're not a first-time chat user, so you must have. You got to be either a old friend that I don't remember because I don't stream. I haven't streamed in a long time. Well, I have, but I haven't actually had a regular gaming stream in a really long time. So you'd have to refresh my memory. I don't know. That name sounds familiar, though. Really? I never owned Ready or Not, though. I'm not saying I don't want you here. Unless, oh wait, wait, I think I played the trial. Was it the trial I downloaded? That must have been what it is. Didn't they have a trial where you could download it for like a week or a weekend? I wonder if that was New Year's Eve when they were doing their live stream. That was like, what, 4 years ago? 3 years ago? It had to have been. If you don't remember, it's fine. What, how'd we meet? Did we meet in a game or did we meet in Discord? I'm like curious. I just kind of like, even if you don't remember, it's fine. I'm just kind of curious because it might jog some memories. Are you active on Discord? Or it could be Reddit. Though I haven't met a lot of people on Reddit that I game with. Possibly Facebook. But it's all good, brother. I think so. When you mentioned Ready or Not, they had. So I met one of my viewers. Oh, dude, I'm just hanging out by myself, brother. I don't have viewers in my stream, man. But I'm a solo. Like my streaming has been really out of whack the last 3 years, man. And even well, probably more like last 2 years. But even when I was streaming all the time, I don't get consistent viewers. I'm not entertaining enough for that. But I have a full-time job. I got a dope-ass setup. I got all the shit I could ever want. I like streaming, I just don't have a knack for it. But I'll keep doing it because I like it. This is the extent of my social life right here. Stream. If I didn't talk to people at work, I probably would be a recluse. Well, no, because I'd be at work, so I wouldn't be technically a recluse. But, yeah, I don't, a lot has changed over the last 7-8 years, man. Yeah, I could count, like no friends. Got money. Got things I like to do. But I just kind of ride solo a lot, man, because my anxiety. But I don't want to get into that because that's a whole... Same here. Same here. But I don't know. Like I'm excited to stream, but like it's because I'm not used to it. Like I just don't even know what to say. So I just get like I'm just excited to hit the live button, man. Dude, I hope your mom is okay, man. It's crazy because my mom isn't in the best health either. I mean, well, that's a whole nother thing. Me and my mom are not really on a good relationship. Ever since my grandmother died, it's been a little rough, but we're working through it. I don't even know. Sorry, I'm just a little overwhelmed, man. Oh, dude, it's all good, brother. It's like whenever I stream, man, I don't even know where to begin usually because it's like it's usually been like a week or two or sometimes a month since I last streamed, and it's crazy. It's like when people say, you know, they want to feel, they want that same feeling they have when they first stream, like ever. They're trying to recapture that feeling. Like I have that feeling all the time. What up, Mike? This guy might remember you. Hey, Mike, this guy in the chat, you remember him? He says that we possibly played Ready or Not. And you might remember, did Ready or Not, did that ever have a trial? Did it ever had a where you could download the game and play for like a weekend for free? I don't really. If it did, it was a long time ago. No. Let me see. I don't think I do. I bought it for somebody. So, here, let me take you back. When you mentioned Ready or Not, I mentioned New Year's Eve. So, somebody who used to be pretty active in the community and now he's going to school and doing his own thing. I can't even remember his name. What's his name, Mike? The guy from the Middle East guy. He came to all the streams, really good supporter. He was like next to you is one of my like not Ben. The guy from the Middle East. That sounds so rude. He was a good supporter. He came to all the streams. He's the guy I bought Ready or Not for on New Year's Eve. I don't know. I can't think of his name. Nazo. God. Remember him and you were like the two people that would stick around. And he just started going to college and he's not streaming now. And he lived in a poor part of the Middle East. You know who I'm talking about though, right? Because I think I bought I bought him that. Then I bought him Elden Ring. But he was a, yeah. Can't remember his name. I don't even think he's ever told me. Well, no, he's told me his real name. But I definitely don't remember that. But, anyways, this guy came. The reason I thought it could have been Ready or Not is it was New Year's Eve, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And I was on YouTube, and Ready or Not had a live stream. And there was this guy who comes in, and he's in the chat, and he wanted, he did the whole, like, hey, can someone loan me $10 to buy the game? Or $5 or something. And obviously everybody in chat saying, buy the own fucking game, you know, stop begging for money, blah, blah, blah. And I was on vacation from work, and I don't know what it was. Normally I don't really, in those instances, I really don't really pay no attention to it, but I said, you know what, I'll hook you up. And he messaged me, I think on YouTube or on Discord. Anyways, I sent him some money. And, yeah. And it was a random Ready or Not live stream. And they were doing a New Year's Eve stream. A stream on New Year's Eve. And, at the time, I had no really interest in... Well, I want to play the game, but it's not like something that I really, really want to play. But, it was crazy because other than having semi interest in it, I don't even know why I was on that live stream. But I ended up meeting somebody who was who was with me through some really, really tough times in my life, and it's crazy to think about because it wasn't that long ago. And yeah, but anyways, I'm still trying to. Like I said, I'm still trying to balance work life and stuff like that. Yo, dude, yo, appreciate that, brother. Well, you know what that means. Hold on for a second. What the hell? One second, Tapazi. I probably butchered that name, and I'm sorry if I did. Alright. So, it's not much, but it's the least I can do, at least. I don't stream enough to really have any benefits for subs, but I think I gave away, I've given away like well over 400 subs. It's been a lot of money. The way I look at it, man, is, and I don't know, you probably heard my spiel before, but like, it's a small community, and when I was streaming a lot, I was really having some bad really bad issues, bad problems, and I still struggle with that. But I've always maintained that I wanted a community where people just love hanging out, you know. Well, I appreciate that, man. In oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Mike, remember that one guy we played? He was really cool. We played what was that war game where we played with all the mods? Yeah, I'm gonna try to play something. Mike, what was that one game where we played with all the mods? It's kind of like a Call of Duty, but more realistic. I just looked. I think I got it on my library. Hold on. And we played with all the mods. No, I'll just look it up. I forgot. Kind of like Call of Duty, but Insurgency. Yeah. Remember that guy we played with for a little bit? Played a couple times. And, so, this guy we met, I don't even know where we met him, but we bought Insurgency, or I think he gifted it to me, actually. And, I forgot how he did it. I don't know if it's a well-known trick. I'm sure it is. I'm sure anybody could do it. But, you know, it's like a server-based game. You know, you join a server, and you know that whole deal. And one of the things he did, I don't know if it was the server we joined or if he had to put in a code, but he put in a code where it was like infinite, maybe not infinite ammo, but everything was unlocked. So we had all guns. It's pretty sick. All armor. I think it's a well-known thing, though. I think it's like you join a server, and anybody who joins who wants to have that set up, it's based on the server. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what it is. But like, I don't know if you remember that guy. That guy was pretty cool, man. He stuck around for a little bit, and then I think I stopped streaming, and then like normal and lost touch. But yeah, actually I do want to play something, because so TikTok, I multi-stream, and TikTok is one of the places I multi-stream on, one of the platforms, and they have a thing now where you have to stream at least, I think, like 8 hours of gaming a week. Yeah, same here, brother. Something like that, but it actually has to be gaming. So what happens if I just applied and I got it, and it's nothing. You just hit the apply button and you get approved. But like if I go a whole week without gaming, it will get revoked, and I'll have to wait 2 weeks again to reapply. It's not really a big thing because I don't stream all the time, and it's not like I get like money from TikTok, but it's a new thing they have, so people can't, I guess, to make it a little more challenging to be or kind of to gatekeep streaming on TikTok, so like not everybody has access to it. So I also think you need to have 1,000 followers, which is nothing in this day and age. But I'm kind of like I said, like usually on Sundays I'm kind of tired, and I'm tired from working, but I'm excited to be here. But then at the same time, it's like I know I work tomorrow night, and I'm tired, but I'm excited. So I can't remember the last time I actually was rested. Oh shit, dude! Dude, it is you! Dude, it is you! I'm not kidding you! Holy shit, that's crazy, dude. I remember now. Mike, you might remember. Dude, I remember now because of the username. We played, I remember, because it was me, you. Yeah, we all played on the same team. Wait, Mike, you had the game too, don't you? I think we got Mike the game. Right? Yeah. It was us three, and I think there was someone else. That's crazy. And you know, that's so weird, dude. Because yeah, well, when we played, I think it was like 20. Pretty sure I was still on second shift, so 2022, 21. That's so crazy. And the way, I don't know why it clicked, but when you mentioned it, and then I remember playing Insurgency, and I remember your username at that same time. So it kind of all came together right at that moment. Because I remember I called you Kapazi or something. That's what I was calling you. Yeah. And I forgot. Yeah. Well, you put in a code, and I remember playing. I was like, oh man, you get the best armor and everything. Kapazi? Is that what it is? Because I pronounced it like 3 different ways. Man, see, like I'm excited to be here, but I'm like tired as shit. What up, Raz? I'm excited to be here, and I'm in a good mood, but I'm kind of tired. But all right. Oh You know, I never bought it. What was the reason you were having me take it? I forget. I had it in my cart, and I forgot why I didn't buy it. There's a reason I didn't buy it. I'm trying to figure out why. What was the reason you suggested it to me? Was it fatigue, or was it anxiety, or what was the reason for it? Anyways, I just want to say, I'm in a good mood. I love you guys, I really do. And I just want to say this before I forget. That's right. And actually, matter of fact, I'm buying it off Amazon right this minute. Because you did say that, and I'm buying it off Amazon right this minute. But I just want to say something to you guys before I forget. I just want to say I appreciate the support. I really do. And I know I've said it a few times over the last 8 months. And in a couple weeks, it'll be the anniversary of my grandmother passing. But I just want to say that I am feeling good right now. I'm tired. I've been tired almost every day for like the last few months, but I've been making money, taking care of stuff, and it's been making me feel good. So there's a trade-off there, but I want you guys to know that I am in the process of getting back into like streaming. I know some people really don't give a shit, but I just want you guys to know, if you're interested in knowing kind of what I'm trying to do. My finances weren't really out of whack, But let me hurry up and buy this so I don't forget. There we go. Just bought it. All right. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know why I didn't buy it at the time. I think I like saved it. But yeah, I had it in my cart because I remember I went to Amazon.com on my on my webpage and got it. Yeah. It was like $8 for like 100 pills or something. I think. Let me see something. I'm curious as to how much you take, how much of that you take, which is fine. But okay, you take it 3 times a day, which is fine. But no, I'm gonna try it. I mean, it's $8, man. That ain't nothing. But I just want you guys to know that I am in the process of getting some things together and working through some things. Like I said, my money situation, it was never in dire straits, but after my grandmother died, I got my dad and stuff, like if I really need help, but before that, my grandma I was really close with, and she was everything to me. And she's the reason I have everything. And when I woke up that morning to a bunch of missed calls and texts saying that she was on life support, that was hard. And anyways, you fast forward to now, and I never was in dire straits money-wise. You know, I always kind of had extra money, but I told myself I wanted to work a shit ton because I wanted to not only be set for the things I need and the things I have to pay for, but also get things I want and be able to help my community out. The only way to do that is to work all the hours I do. Now, I do like working, but it's a little bittersweet because I do miss streaming and doing different things and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get back into that. I probably would have been back into it if it wasn't for my girlfriend's been adding a lot of stress and stuff like that. So, but Razzie, Mike, Kapazi, I just want you guys to know that I really do, like, I'm grateful for you guys. I really am. And that's not to get you to stay here and whatever, because you guys all know that I've always been like, hey, I want you guys to have fun when you're online. You don't always have to be in my streams. You don't even have to always talk to me. You know, I just want you to be happy when you're part of the community. And if you're not, is there anything I can do to make you happy? And if not, that's fine. I mean, I'm not, you know. I just want you guys to know why I'm inconsistent. Especially you, Kapazi, because I haven't talked to you in a long time. You probably be thinking, man, this guy's been still streaming. I haven't really progressed, but not in a bad way. I've just been doing other things. You know, but not in a bad way. I've been really working through a lot of stuff, and so I've always knew before I started streaming I would never do this full time. Even if I had the option to, I just couldn't do it. You know, I wouldn't want that. And so I think over the last year or so, or when I last talked to you, probably at least 2 years, Oh, damn. Okay. Damn, that now I got a lot of questions for you, Mike, because now I'm remembering. How's your so they found out that it was see, I jump around a lot just because it's like I just get so excited when I'm because you guys are the only people I socialize with. I don't socialize with anybody outside of work. Like I just don't. But I sign up for that. You know, that's kind of the way I live my life. You know, I mean, I talk to people sometimes, but I don't seek out people. I don't know if it's because I don't know. It's just hard to find somebody that I gel with. I don't know why, but I just want you guys to know that. That's why I get so excited when I'm talking to you guys. But, well, I appreciate that, brother. I really do. Like, it means a lot to me, man. I'm gonna try to have a shot, and I don't know if you know Kapazi, but I don't drink anymore, or I don't drink. I don't know if I told you that. I don't drink or smoke or do any of that stuff. Not against it, but in my heyday I was real bad with it. I think that's what it is. But before I forget, let me ask Mike a question. Mike, if you want to share if you want to talk about it with people in the stream, you can. If you don't want to, you can message me. Because I know like talking about health issues is personal. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, which I am most of the time, you were getting some stuff checked out, and wasn't it your back? Did they find out it was your neck? But wasn't it at first you thought it was your back? And then at the same time, I remember you talking about they were testing your blood. I think that was like the last thing you mentioned to me. My last real stream, which was like maybe December or something. But no, Kapazi, I think you're right. You know, it's crazy. It's I don't want to sound cliche, but it's very, you know, I hate saying like these days, but you're so correct. Like it's just different. It's just things are so different, you know. I don't know. Things are just interacting with people. Maybe it's because, you know, I'm not on pills and booze anymore. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just it's new to me, but it just seems like. Yeah. Like, speaking of woke, you know, I'm on social media, you know, Facebook, and me on social media, I'm the same person across all platforms. So like, if you have me on Facebook and Twitter, I'm the same person. Reddit, I know a lot of people don't like to do that. People on Reddit are different than they are on other, but I was on Twitter or X or however you want to call it. I call it Twitter, but. You mentioned wokeism. Did you guys see this about the cheerleaders? Have anybody seen this? The NFL cheerleaders? Yeah, well, they got them all. They're in a few. I think they're in a few, but yeah, they got male cheerleaders now, and it's. You know, I understand, like, they have that in college. But in college, the male cheerleaders are doing, you know, they're throwing the female cheerleaders up in the air. You know, they're actually doing acrobatics. There's a video. Well, I I'm not trying to offend anybody, but the problem I have with it is there's a guy on the NFL team as a cheerleader with female cheerleaders, and they're not doing acrobatic stuff. They're not doing any of that stuff. He's just acting like a flame. And you know, I mean, it's just very comical. You know, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, look it up. I mean, if you ever, I mean, I know that sounds kind of weird. Like you're like, why do I want to look up that shit? But you know, doing the whole walk, you know, and it's funny because you mentioned going back to what you said about wokeism. Up until like 2 weeks ago, I mean, the last what? I don't know how many years, 20 years, we never heard about this. And then it's like all of a sudden, all these teams now have male cheerleaders. And it's just, and what's even crazier is at the same time that they have male cheerleaders, all these videos are being posted of these male cheerleaders, and it's just like, it's insufferable, is what it is. It's crazy, dude. It's like, but sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to ignore you. I didn't ignore you. Okay, so okay, so I apologize for not getting it right. I know, you know, I think the last couple streams I had, I was so tired. Like I was literally like, it was either last stream or the stream before. I don't know if you remember. You were in it and Nick was, and I was so tired. I was literally like closing my eyes, like really, really tired. uh, Still tired, but not nowhere near that tired. So, you know, I apologize for not remembering everything. But that's true. I respect that. That's actually a good point. That's true. I gotta, you know, you're right, man. You're right. And that's how I am. I guess maybe maybe I'm part of the problem when I jumped into the, you know, started labeling it. I guess it was more of a shock, but I should have sat back and kind of assessed before I, you know. I'm not saying what I said because I want approval from anybody. I just find it very, normally I'm neutral on stuff like that. Like I don't really have like rainbow crosswalks and stuff like that. Like I don't really, that's a huge thing in here in Florida. Um None of that usually offends me. It's just, I guess it was just so much of a shocker. I think it was almost like I was on Twitter and all of a sudden all these videos started popping up. And it was like of a male cheerleader doing the absolute most, you know, feminine thing that you could possibly think of. You know. But you're right, man. You're right. I gotta, you know, you're right, Razzie. That's something I gotta consider, man. Because I don't want, I don't want you to think I'm somebody who's. I usually don't like talking about stuff like this because then people get offended. Not saying you guys are, but somebody might get offended. But I don't have nothing against things like that. I have a couple friends who are, you know, who are gay, and so I don't have nothing against it. It's just kind of like, I guess when you think of cheerleaders and you think of what the way it's been for so long, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, let's throw a guy out there and pretend that he's a woman, and then you think about the creeps that are guys, and then they try to go into women's bathrooms, you know. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. And like what you said cheerleaders are eye candy. You're right. And this male cheerleader It's definitely not eye candy to me, but he could be eye candy to somebody else. As disgusting as that may be, you know? You're exactly right. No, you're right. So thank you for saying that. No, you're right, and I mean that. Like that's right. You know, I gotta be more understanding. I guess it was more so of a shock response, you know. But let me get like a energy drink or something. See if I can wake up and then I can be a little more. I might just be so tired from working because I work weekends now. I'm almost certain, Kapazi, the last time we talked that I wasn't working weekends. I'm almost certain I was working second shift. So before I was working 5 to 4 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and probably overtime Friday night. So I was working night shift, but for the last year and a half, I'm on weekend shift, and it's 3/12s. So just because if you recall, Sunday usually I didn't work, so Sunday usually I wasn't tired. But now I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh shit. But Mike, I just want you guys to know, let me look at my Discord. I want you guys to know that I do care about you guys, man. I really do. And I know I'm repeating it, broken record, but I don't give a fuck because it's the same song and dance. And I don't mind listening to it on repeat. If you get my if you get what I'm trying to say, you know, I just want you guys to know that. You know. This is the best feeling I've had in a stream in a long time. I don't even have these type of conversations with people. You know. But I want you guys to know that I'm going to get back to the way things used to be. Not because, you know, everybody that says, oh, let's make things the way they used to be. No, because I want them to be the way they used to be. I just had some hurdles and some things that going on in my life that were just very, you know, something I just wanted to take care of. I really think that I'd be 100% better if I could totally figure out my girlfriend situation. This woman, I'll just share with you guys a nutshell what's going on. Cheers, Holmes. What was I gonna say? So I think all of you know about my girlfriend, whatever, or the girl I was dating, and you know we both said things that we shouldn't have, and if you knew some of the things we said to each other, you would think that we wouldn't even be talking, but we still have some sort of interaction. You know, it's not always positive, but I don't know. It's almost like an investment. Yeah, she's invested a lot of time in me. And I'll say this. Because of my mental health issues and my problems, I have given her a pass a lot. Because she deserves it. Because there have been times when I kind of get mad all of a sudden. And so it was really hard to figure out, like, okay, is she upset because of my problems? Because if she is, that's a pass. That should not be a knock against her. You know, but then again, it's like, I guess the simplest way to say it is we look at it as an investment. We've invested so much time into each other, we just don't want to throw it out. We also know that despite everything, we know each other. And one comment she used to make to me all the time and I know this is bad news. She used to say, you know, I really don't want to try to meet somebody else because of the everything that's required to do so. Like, you know, you gotta, you know, go on dating sites, whatever, wherever you go meet people, and then you gotta meet somebody that you're attracted to, and then hopefully hope that they're not some whack job that's gonna hurt you or do anything crazy. And then somebody that your son likes, and then, you know, checks all the boxes, and it's like, despite all of our arguments, I guess I check all the boxes that know, you know, that, hey, I know Tony, and he's this, that, the other, and, you know, and so it's almost like, though, what she was saying is she was settling for less. You know what I'm saying? Like, she that's basically what she was saying. She didn't want to totally leave me in the dust and break it up with me and not talk to me anymore, because she didn't want to go through the process of meeting somebody else, because there's no guarantee she meets somebody else. You know, she'd have to go through the process of finding someone she's attracted to, and finding somebody who she's attracted to who isn't gonna do anything crazy to her or kid, and then find somebody who's, you know, not a total liar, you know. And so, and I know when people say don't settle for less, I mean, everybody says that to their friends or their peers when it comes to relationships, right? Don't just settle, don't settle. And when she said that to me, it's like, well, that's basically what she's doing. We just been riding that thin line between, is this repairable and should we keep trying? And it's literally like a teeter-totter, man. Goes to shit, be a little bit good. Goes to shit, be a little bit good. And I think that overall has affected the way I am. But I want to let me try to get some energy or something, because I want to play. If you guys are cool with it. Man, real quick before we do that, because that sounds like a good idea. So I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I bought this keyboard. And let me tell you, this keyboard's dope looking. But this keyboard, I will never buy a keyboard this small ever again. So they call this, I think it's a 60% keyboard. So it doesn't even have the arrow buttons on the right. Well, it does, but I have to hold a button down, and I'm going to tell you that even though this keyboard looks dope and very convenient because it's small, it's a pain in the ass. And I just want you guys to know that. Like, all the buttons that you would use that aren't letters or numbers, you got to hold down a function key, and then you got to hit that. Yeah. Well, I wanted to. I think it was almost like one of many gifts that I tend to give to myself when I work a lot, and it's like, hey, I want to try that out. You know. And I've bought some shit that I probably shouldn't have. You know, like I got some like when I got the PlayStation 5, I got the new headphones. I don't even know why I got those. I mean, you know, did the same thing with the Xbox, got the new headphones. They were cheap, but why'd I even buy these? You know? And, you know. And then when my keyboard broke, instead of like waiting like 2 weeks to get another keyboard, I bought a really cheap keyboard. That's a brand called Red Dragon. But then I find out that the brand is not actually just a cheap brand. They actually make expensive stuff too. Is that something you do, Razzie? Is that what you're into? Computer-aided design? I never realized, like, I see the 67% or 65%, you know, without the number pad on the right, without the function keys, you know, but when I saw this, I thought, man, that's pretty cool looking, you know, this doesn't even have the arrows, really small, and because I don't know computers that much, or like like peripherals, and I don't know brands, I get sucked into this is a gaming keyboard, you know, like I don't really know any better. And while it is a gaming keyboard, because I haven't really been PC for a long period of time relative to other people, you know, like for instance, all my stuff's Logitech. Now I'm in the process of changing that out, but yeah, so I kind of thought, man, that'd be cool to have everything Logitech, just for the simple fact that when I open G-Hub, everything's there. But that's a fucking stupid reason to buy everything Logitech. Well, yeah, I'm starting to realize that too. Well, not the keyboards, not mechanical key. Well, I guess mechanical keyboards don't say gaming, so you're right. No, but I see that. I see that. People say, well, why'd you get a Secret Lab chair? Well, honestly, I got it because it's not actually that expensive compared to other chairs. And I kind of wanted something cool to go with my setup. But you're right. I mean, a gaming chair, not really. I mean, it's a chair you can game in, of course, but no, I'm starting to realize that. No, you're exactly right. No, you know, and I think it's just my ignorance, not knowing, you know. And I don't know if it's just me, but I work a lot. And one thing that I've learned that helps with working a lot is if I buy something nice. So, I don't know, once a month, maybe not even that, but once every 2 months, if I buy something nice. Like, I actually upgraded my camera. I still haven't even hooked it up yet. But I got a better webcam. But I'll be working a bunch of hours and I won't have time for shit. And, you know, the only thing I can really enjoy is like food at the grocery store. Buy food at the grocery. You know, I can cook that at home. But I really don't have time for nothing else. So sometimes I'll just be like, I'll find something that I would like to try and I'll buy it. And it sounds really cool, but it's like, you know, a lot of times I'm not used to having time off. You know, I've been working 60 hours a week for the last almost every week this year. I've worked 60 hours a week except for about 5. God damn, that's crazy thinking that. So it's like, you know, it's nice money wise, but and I've just realized this recently, is having that, you know, that setup, it doesn't bring happiness. And right now I'm in the process of kind of rewinding everything back and keeping my hours and keeping it to where maybe I work just one day but having some time off. Because I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday are my days off, but Wednesday I usually sleep all day. The last 2 Wednesdays I've had off, I slept all day. I went to bed at I fell asleep at 10 a.m., woke up at 9 p.m. Crazy. And I almost beat myself up for that, because then that means Thursday, the only day I have off, it's not really a true day off because I have to be conscious about what time I go to bed. See, like right now, I'm closing my eyes because I'm so tired and wasted. Oh, your salary? Now there was, I was just about to comment. I don't know if it passed. I don't know if it was a state regulation, but there was a thing that said that if you were salary and you worked a certain number of hours, they were required to give you overtime pay. Now, I don't know about the tax, but the salary thing, are you guys familiar with what I'm talking about? That might be just, it might be just a Florida thing, but I'm pretty sure it was a federal wide thing. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Probably like, yeah. All right, well, I'm like, I'm looking at the time, and I know I gotta eat. You know, I hate doing this, but you guys cool if we just wrap it up, man? By the time I get all going and everything, because I gotta re-download it. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, man, but like, just talking with you guys now, I'm going to change the way I do things because it makes me feel good. Because I don't have this type of interaction with anybody. You guys are it, man. Yeah, if I don't hit you up, we'll work something out. Even if you guys are busy, just try your best to not forget about me. As selfish as that may sound. And I promise you, I'm going to work something out with my girlfriend, or lack thereof, in my job, where we can actually play and have a good time, and, you know. I just want you guys to know that, man. You know. And, I can't remember, yeah, it's just, things have just been hectic. But we'll get them to where they were, and we'll play, and we'll make sure, no matter what, we'll keep in touch, and we'll be there for one another. I hope that sounds good for you guys. Sounds good to me. Have a good night, y'all. You guys are awesome, man. Love you guys. Hey, Tapazi, thank you for that. And make sure you keep it, brother. I owe you big time. So if you don't see me next time I stream, that's fine. Just don't totally forget about me. And yeah, you deserve good, man, for doing that, dude. Thank you so much for doing that. I know I don't, but I may not have time, but money I do. I mean, I'm not a rich, wealthy person, but I've been trying to get a little bit better at spending my money because it makes me a little less bonkers, if you will. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Take care. Peace. Man, I love those guys. They're good dudes, man. Sometimes I just wish I wasn't so tired. But it's okay. Right, Dory?